New Year is a good moment for some changes. I thought my workshop report formula could be improved so that you would get information in a more concise, more organized, and less frustrating way. You see, I have 16 models in progress, but some of them aren't really in progress, they're just early concepts that I have shelved for later. So I have split my projects in two categories, current projects and projects in the freezer, the idea being that the current projects are things I'm actually working on more or less now, and projects in the freezer are waiting for something, usually for parts from some other project or for me to move into a larger Lego room. Each freezer project has a very rough ETA time, which isn't written in stone of course, but I hope it will keep you from having to check on something every month. Additionally, I have sorted current projects by how close they are to completion, because it feels more interesting. Just one thing, because I made so many videos in December, I haven't really done any progress on any of these projects. What I did instead was develop two prototypes for LEGO Ideas projects, both of them motorized and both of them not far from completion. In fact, to sweeten that lack of progress, I'm going to show you one. But let's start with something else, with an example of how I ended up with so many projects. I just happened to start working on something last month and this is how it happened. I was browsing my future projects folder, where I keep documentation for things I want to build, looking for some file, and I came across folder named YB35. I didn't remember which aircraft that was, so I opened it, I looked at the blueprint and I started thinking about these counter-rotating propellers. I got curious which LEGO rotor blade would be suitable for them and what scale would it impose on the model. So long story short, I now have this propeller prototype. And because this wasn't enough, I also developed a very compact and very flat prototype for a turret mechanism for the same aircraft. These two mechanisms are example of a freezer project. I'm not going to build the YB35 now, because it would take more space that I can spare at the moment, but I'll consider it a freezer project until at least next year. And the moral of the story, I guess, is that you should be careful when opening folders. And now for the LEGO Ideas project. This is one of two and it's going to be a liftgate truck with two motors and the Control Plus hub from the Osprey set. It works already, I just need to finish the body and add some accessories, such as cargo and maybe a tiny pallet jack. So get ready to vote if you like the idea, and now let's get started.